already played 2 festival shows in Australia.
Yeah.
And you're about to play 1 tonight, and then you got another 4 after that. How does it feel to be in Australia again?
Oh, it feels great. You know, it's the first time I've been here with Loaded, and we've been a band for, I don't know, 12 years, on and off. And Soundwave really made it possible, like, playing all these festival shows and the Soundwave shows for a band of our size to come here. It's great being back. I have really great rock and roll history in this country. And, yeah.
So how were the first 2 shows for you?
The first 2 shows were great. They were packed. That's all you can really ask for. You know, the festivals, there's, you know, 6 stages there, and so people have plenty of other choices, and so you kind of cross your fingers, especially going into a new territory where you're not proven, and people show up. As long as they show up and don't leave, you're doing good.
Yeah.
And that's what happened both nights.
So have you found that there has been like a lot of people singing along with you? And
Yes, yeah, it's kind of surprising. You know, it's the Loaded songs, when they're singing, you know, you hear them full on, like hundreds and hundreds of people singing. They know the lyrics. Like, okay, I guess maybe we could have came down here and played some of our own shows, but we will. Tonight we're playing the Manning Bar and the SB in Melbourne.
so as you said, it's Loaded's first tour. You got 3 albums behind you.
Yeah.
And you've already got a fair bit of history even going on hiatus. How has the band gone for you in your own eyes since you created it and it's your own little baby?
Yeah, it's really, you know, every time we go out on a tour, it's really, really refreshing. It's a very, every gig is a real thing, you know. It's a tactile experience, meaning it's hands-on and it's ferocious, and I have no huge illusions about the band. You know, we're just a true rock and roll band on tour, doing it the really honest, low budget way.
So as you said, you're like an honest rock and roll band. You've always...
I haven't been in a dishonest.
You haven't been, yes.
Yeah. So I don't know what that really means, but to me it just means.
But there's no little gimmicks. There's no.
It's not a pop band.
Yeah.
We're not, you know, trying to write like, let's get a song on the radio. Let's write a rock radio hit. We don't do that. We just write songs that honest to me, it's like you write songs that you like and gravitate toward first, and hopefully some other people do too. And that doesn't always necessarily mean it's going to be a radio song.
Well, as you said, like on your latest album, some of the songs could be played on the radio quite easily.
Yeah.
And some songs are quite heartfelt, and you probably would never hear it on the radio.
Right.
And so that is true in what you're saying.
Yeah. Listen to me, I tell the truth.
So you've already created a name for yourself in Guns N' Roses, and you've had a lot of history. You were there for 12 years. You released some of the greatest albums in rock. Anything that you've done now to try and remember those things?
Oh, well, I don't. If you're asking, I don't really have the ability to live in the past. I think probably it comes with having kids in the 90s, in the late 90s, and when you have kids, everything's immediate. It's that day, and it's you don't really have a chance to go back and relive anything. And then Velvet Revolver happened. Everything was pretty. My life so far, like I keep wondering, like when's it gonna slow down so I can reflect on my life a bit, and I just haven't had a chance yet to do that.
Well, you've already written your own book, and you also write for ESPN.com and Seattle Weekly.
Yeah.
So you do write about your past experiences and your new experiences.
Right.
Have you found those as a good outlet?
I think writing is like the most I've ever, for sure, like writing the book, writing about some of the things. It's the first time in my life that I've gone back and looked, not just at Guns N' Roses or Velvet Revolver or whatever, but I've looked at like the dissolution of a marriage, you know, like very like brutal stuff to really kind of tear apart and find your place in it. that's really what I was trying to do, was a writing exercise, and it turned into this like self fucking therapy. It was a little brutal.
So, coming from Guns N' Roses, Velvet Revolver, some time in Jane's Addiction, Loaded seems a little bit small compared to those.
Right.
You? Oh,
it is.
It is.
Yeah.
So, how do you handle that little bit of change? Do you find it comforting that you are, not in the limelight, not getting chased down the street?
Well, I don't know. That kind of stuff, the limelight stuff, was never that important to me. It's actually, we're just a rock and roll band, man. Like some places we'll play, we play big festivals, we play tiny clubs, we play everything in between. And I'm doing the thing that I love, and I'll never stop doing the thing I love. Who knows what's going to happen in the future. So right now, I'm very fortunate to be able to have made a living at doing the thing that's my passion.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, cool.